Hello YouTube, Brent Peeler here with you. Coming to you from Dumageddon. Figured I'd make this quick little video, give y'all a little tour of my $200 house. She ain't much, but she's all we need, so let me spin this thing around. Okay folks, this is it. Shut this door. This is the 12,000 peso house here in the Philippines. Here's your living room. Just basic living room. Got your little love seat, some bamboo chairs with a couple of cushions on them. Got a bathroom here. Just like I say, typical little Filipino house. Got your shitter, your tank tenderizer. Got a washing machine. But she always does hand washing with this tub and scrubs it or whatever. Got the hot water heater. This electricity, I put all these little, you should have seen it when I got here. It was sure enough cluster. It was kind of scary jumping in that shower with all that electrical there, but hell, I'm about half Filipino now. It don't even bother me. I just jump in. Only thing that bothers me is the toilet. They still don't have a lid. I need to buy a damn toilet seat. I say I do. Hell, I'm getting back used to it too. You know, just. But yep, this is the downstairs, and this is where the kids stay. They just break out their mattresses and they sleep right here in the living room floor. They've got a mattress right there and a mattress over here, and they just throw it on the floor, and that's where they sleep at night. Of course, you got water. Got your refrigerator, microwave. Got everything we need, folks. Little stove top, water again, like I say. Here's that crock pot and rice cooker that we bought the other day. Still hadn't even used it, but this little air fryer, I use the shit out of that thing. That's a handy little jewel. I just pick it up, plug it in, and that's where I cook all my foreign guy food. But let me take you upstairs. Let me kill some of these lights so I don't have another one of them 6,000 peso electric bills. Y'all tell me that's high, but hell, in Oklahoma, that's damn cheap. $100 bill, hell, you can't even have it, not use it in Oklahoma for that. But I realize here in the Philippines it's a lot cheaper. But we go through a lot of electricity because, like I say, we got that old window unit type. Here's a extra bedroom that we don't even use. It's just pretty much got tools and suitcases and just garbage. I mean, just crap or whatever. Like I say, nobody even uses that room. And then here's our bedroom, and it's, like I say, it's got plenty of shelves. Got a little refrigerator that I keep stocked up. Keep my tea and Coke Zero and some late night snacks. Gotta have your snacks. But here's the window unit. Like I say, it's not split type, so I'm sure that's costing me a little bit of money right there. I don't know how much you save with them split types, but I'm sure you save some. And then out here's pretty much my hangout, my little office. It's where me and Trina drink coffee, and as you can see, she's got all kinds of coffee, tea. I've got more of that crap, and it's just pretty much where we hang out. Got a little hot pot right there, so everything we need, really. Watch the neighbors, just look over the fence, watch them swimming. Little peeping Tom action. Little perv. Yep, let me spin this around. So that's the tour. Like I say, I think I've showed this place before, but somebody in the comments said I might show that house or whatever. I don't know if he thought I was bullshitting or whatever, but this is 12,000 pesos, and you can find them. I mean, you can find like probably one bedrooms for 6,000 or 8,000. I'm sure. You know, just whatever a guy wants. This is the cheapest place I've ever lived, and when I first moved in, I didn't really like it, but hell, it's all I need. It's kind of like home sweet home now. There ain't no needing you know, I go thinking, well, I could. The only reason I would think about upgrading is the neighborhood, and the only reason I don't like this neighborhood, it's nothing to do with the neighborhood. It's just all the places that I like to go, other than North Point. You know, North Point's very handy to get. City Mall's, you know, it's very easy to get to. But everything else is plumb across town. And y'all seen them videos of me driving in Dumagetti, you see what I'm talking about. Now, I can tell you, I've got a little shortcut that I can bypass all of Dumagetti to get to Valencia, but it's still a 15-minute drive, you know, even without traffic. So I just don't, I prefer, I think I'd prefer any neighborhood but this one. But I know we're not going to find another house, you know, this big, and because, like I say, the kids, they hang out downstairs. Me and Trina hang out upstairs. Got everything we need. It's just the neighborhood. I really don't like the neighborhood. They call this Pulling Too Big is the neighborhood or whatever. They got beautiful views. Sit here and watch the mountain. Just I don't know. It's all good until it's time to go to like Robinson's Mall or, you know, and that's plumb across the way. So, like I say, North Point, it's just right down the road. You know, it'd be like, if you're familiar with Dumagetti, just say from City Mall, you just go straight. You don't even have to turn all the way down to the North Point or to the ocean or whatever. So that's a straight. That's the road that's actually got the stoplight on it, the new Dumagetti stoplight. So. Like I say, and we go down there quite a bit. If I was on the other side of the town, then I'd be bitching about needing to come to this side of town. You know what I mean? So I always lived in Valencia and Tyle. I had that apartment in Tyle that was really the deal because I think it was 2 miles to Dumagetti or 3 miles to Valencia. You know, I was right in the middle of that one. And then when I lived in Valencia, you know, I was I don't know, 3 or 4 blocks away from the park, the main square. So I'm kind of spoiled when it comes to location, but I was paying a hell of a lot more for them places too. I was paying I think $18,000 for the one in Tulay, and maybe $24,000 for the apartment in Valencia. So. And I had the very first Airbnb I got was just right down the road from Tyle, and I was paying probably $35,000, but it was Airbnb. So, okay, folks, what'd you think about my little $206 luxury hillside mansion here in Dumagetti City? Have I gone off the deep end? Have I been in the Philippines too long? Because I tell you, I'm being totally honest. I mean, living in a place like this don't bother me a bit anymore. I mean, it just Trina, she keeps it clean. Got a nice, comfortable bed, cold aircon. She keeps it smelling good. Yeah, I could say the whole place could use a coat or two of paint. Lipstick and rouge, folks. Lipstick and rouge. Just like I say, that stuff don't bother me anymore. And this is where Trina was. That's where she lived when I met her. That's where her kids go to school here. So that's another thing that's really kept me from, you know, wanting to pack up and go find something a little bit more modern, a little bit more westernized. But like I say, hell, I'm good to go with where I'm at. Yeah, now I will tell you this: we've got a Filipino landlord, and some months the landlord's calling you about a week earlier. Hey, can I go ahead and get that rent? Because she's needing the money. I don't know. Trina claims that she's into that online gambling and stuff. I don't know if there's any truth to that or not, but she'll definitely hit you up. And things around here, we pretty much have to fix ourselves. We've had a couple of issues we had a water line that needed repaired, and we had a electrical outlet to the air conditioner. You used to have to hit it with a stick to get it to go off when you turn the air conditioner off. the power would go off, but it'd still sit there and hum, kind of like an old Chevrolet pickup that you try to kill, and damn thing wouldn't die. You'd have to put your foot on the brake and let out on the clutch till it died. Well, that's how this aircon was. And I just told Trina, I said, well, there's no need in even messing with the landlord. Just get somebody over here and let's get it fixed. What's it going to cost? 1,000, 2,000 pesos? No biggie, no biggie. But, and I will have to say that Trina told the landlord, and she was like, well, can you just take it out of 2 months check instead of you know, putting the whole 2,000 out of, taking the whole 2,000 out of this check? Can I how about 1,000 each? I said, you bet, that's fine. So shout out to them for taking care of it when I really had didn't even think about it. I thought, yeah, we'll just eat that. But it's the landlord's responsibilities. But I've heard so many stories over here in the Philippines, and I shouldn't even repeat them because none of it's actually been true with me. I've always had real good landlords here, and they've all been, well, 90% of them's been Filipinos. And I heard that, you know, sometimes a lot of times you don't get your deposit back. I got mine back, no problem. The lady, when I lived in Valencia, her and her husband, anything I needed, she was there that afternoon, making it happen, fixing it, doing whatever needed to be done. So I can't say that, but I've heard a lot of people complaining about that, but it's not been in my experience. So yeah, like I say, it could use a good coat of paint. That bathroom, there's some wires, and no old toilet seat needs a little attention, but yeah, it works for us. And once you pay $200 a month for a place, you go to thinking, well, do I really need, you know, to pay $400 a month? You know, what am I going to get? Now, I will say the neighborhood matters, and there's nothing wrong with this neighborhood. It's the Philippines. All neighborhoods are loud. Somebody asked about what I feed my dog dogs because they always hear them barking. We've got one dog, and she's a sweetheart. She don't bark. She's just a good dog. She stays down there, and they'll be barking all around, and she don't join in the conflict or whatever. But yeah, we got the goats, we got the roosters. I mean, we got the dogs, we got the roosters, we got the motorbikes, we got, you name it. I'm surprised there's not an airplane or something flying over right now, you know, screwing up my audio. But yeah, like I say, can't say it enough. It does what we need it to do, and you're not gonna find nothing this cheap in United States of America. I can promise you that. I could probably do something about like this in Cancun, Mexico, or something, just because I know where to go. But not. That's about it on that side of the world, I think. So, yep. If you're not picky, a guy can come over here and really make his pesos stretch out a long way. So just keep that in mind. I was trying to think of any other questions I had about. Oh, and the last video, you know, this is what it costs to live with a Filipino. I was tongue-in-cheek, folks. I was just being a smart ass. I'm not. I guess you could say that. Everybody pays for something somehow. But yeah, that's what it cost me to live in the Philippines. That's the only reason I said that. And yeah, it was just kind of a. But I had a few people that didn't get it, didn't understand. Why are you saying blah blah blah? And I get it. Yeah, that's just my sick sense of humor or lack thereof. And can't remember. There was 2 or 3 people that asked me questions, and I was gonna address them on here, so I didn't have to type all that crap out. But for the life of me, they flew over my head. So anyway, folks, that's all I got. And until the next one, this is Prince Tripping.